So I spent hours learning from Alex Hormozi mastermind videos on school. And in this video, I've compressed information that we can apply to our content. For some context, let's go here. These are the Hormozi one-day recordings, and there's information related to business in general. And one of the things in business is getting traffic. And basically, I compiled like 3 really great lessons I learned. Definitely, we should apply them. So, for some context, my name is Mehdi. I started making videos at 10, and now I have a community on school, which is something really cool. If you can join, first link in the description is free. More proof, yada yada yada. Anyway, so how to stand out, which is number one, like this lesson is so huge, which is give away more quality stuff for free to the point where it genuinely feels that you can charge for it. Like it feels so bad that you can charge for it. That way you should give for free. If you're familiar with Alex a bit, you've heard him say something along the lines, look at what everyone is doing paid, make it better, make it for free. Okay, so whatever that means. But I'm gonna explain to you what this is because it would change your mind. The thing is, your free stuff has to really be better than other people's paid stuff. We're not talking about like the thumbnails, the titles, stuff like that. This is more on the quality of what you actually teach, of what you actually give. This is like the content itself, the main thing. And so, like, basically, it's the core of the content, but what about the paid stuff? We'll get to that. Don't worry, since you're entrepreneurs, guys, want to get into content or improve your current content. So to illustrate this point from different angles, Alex himself has his books are almost for free. You can even listen to the audiobook versions on his podcast and it's free, but he's put bloody amount of hours into them. And they've been bestsellers in the category of marketing for, a long while. It's not easy to write bestseller books. Like it takes so much time, yet they're almost for free. Another thing, Alex Hormozi's first book, Gym Launch, it's 400 pages. It's all what a gym owner needs to grow their gym. And what's interesting is that people, after consuming the book, they called him ready to buy and to like implement the system into their gyms, which means people want to consume more of what they already consumed. That's another point Alex taught. Yeah, they had to pay for the book, whatever, but like don't miss out on the point here. Like Alex put all his systems into that book. Maybe except for some nuances, as he said, something like that. But like, he still got people to buy, although he put every secret. So this is really to emphasize the point of like your free stuff has to be better than everyone else's paid stuff. And what do we do then about the paid stuff? Sam Evans, the CEO of school, he's always on present in the masterminds. He said like create more cool things, more cool stuff. I'm paraphrasing here, I guess. What do people want at the end? The most thing that people want is access to you and implementation. It doesn't matter where they consume your content. What matters is that they're consuming value from you. That's another thing Alex said. It's like as long as they're consuming your content, whether they're on in your school community or like on a call, a video you made, what matters is that they're still getting value. They always remember you and they remember the value you gave them, even if they paid you. In the videos, you give these strategies. So I'm going to tell you a point. So like I expanded on the ideas and I'll just basically giving you what Alex says. You give in the videos the strategy. Like your content is only good in comparison to what's available out there. So let's say you're in a niche that, there's nobody in that niche. Just that's probably impossible. Like you give normal quality stuff, but like someone else gives like higher quality advice and he's putting real effort. Now people will start to compare you against them. And if they're better than you, you're screwed. And if you come in and your $0 video, your free video, that in fact costs you time, money, and energy is better than, other people's paid stuff, like that's another level of quality. Consumers now can compare. And I do think there's a caveat to this. Not because you share every golden secret, every golden gem, let's say on YouTube, it doesn't mean that you'll somehow blow up solely because of providing value. However, this shift could really make you see whether you are or aren't serious about being better than everyone else in your space. Point number 2, proof is king. So Alex gave this example, and he said like, if someone said, my advice is better than Warren Buffett's advice. And he said something very profound. Yeah, you just forgot to build Berkshire Hathaway on your way. And it's this company or this investor. And that is so profound. Let's expand. Like, even Alex said that, no one would have listened to him if he didn't sell Gym Launch for $46 million. And like, introducing proof is like so powerful. Like, would people listen to someone with great advice but no proof? Or someone with okay advice but a million proof? Like, the proof and it could make up for for not giving away many secrets. You still should give away cool stuff and great value, but you get the point. Like, proof makes people, we trust you. And like, Alex also gave this example with like Warren Buffett. He said something like, if someone hears advice from Warren, like, people would be like, you are my god, something like that. And like, it's like an extreme example, but like, it's true. Like, people value authority and just introduce proof. Now, that's why you may recognize that some videos are successful despite not giving away many secrets. And what makes up for the lack of, not giving away the many secrets is proof. We get into how we can cheat that in a bit. The reason proof is so powerful in content or in general is that it doesn't require us to do work and puts our brain on easy mode. It's the stereotype of, if an expert says so, then it must be true. And what occurs if someone has proof, what occurs to us as viewers, your brain simply doesn't have to do the work to discover whether the influencer is legit or not, whether they're good at what they're teaching. But someone who doesn't introduce proof in some shape or another, our brains have to analyze them. Like, we really have to look whether they're, legit or not, which is, kind of a lot of work for our brain. And it demands cognitive energy. But let's say this well. Let's look at the fastest growing podcast, The Diary of a CEO. These people broke the podcasting industry. And one of the most, noticeable things they do is leveraging other people's authority. They bring experts and stuff like that, and we can see it in a bit. It's what gets you to click. For example, you can see here, it's all about proof. The groundbreaking cancer expert, ex-Google CEO, I think his name is. You know what? People don't care if you spend 88 hours like studying or preparing for a video. They just don't, because they're not in your place. Unless there's a trick around that. For example, this video took me time. You could think, my videos are great. I don't want to brag about my achievements. Look, this is the game of attention. You sharing proof and introducing it's to get people's attention. If your attention is to brag, then that's, it's your attention. It's intention, sorry. But you could simply use it to get people's attention, to put their brain on easy mode. And so, like, for example, you already have proof, but you don't realize it. For example, I started making videos at 10. It's a fact. We naturally assume that people who've been doing this for so long have large experience. And that might be true. Another proof, so a few weeks ago, Iman Gaji hopped on a call with me. I shouldn't make it like, oh, Iman Gaji, it was cool. In fact, I didn't expect him to actually hop on the call, because the call was between me and this guy, Hassan. He's in my community. Like, let me tell you a secret, for example. Like, I started a channel over 2 years ago where I was really applying. It was growing, but then I abandoned it. That's the reason. But for example, saying that I saw YouTube at 10, which is a fact, and you'd assume that, I have large experience, but in fact, I've had a big leap over 2 years ago till now than the previous years. I was actually applying and learning. But me saying that I saw YouTube at 10, it's a fact. By the way, I do not want to look like the YouTube growth guys, but I have my own proof. Maybe something special. Like, how often do you see someone helping you with something and he started his journey at 10 years old? Maybe I should change it. Maybe, figure something else. Like, for example, me saying that I have a community helping entrepreneurs. That's a fact. And the community is free. You can join it below. It's first link in the description. It just makes sense for you to join. And so you just need to show people proof to value what you have to offer. That is the thing about it. Imagine learning mathematics from someone who doesn't have proof that he's good mathematics. You get the point. Like, for example, you're in school, you go to someone who's really good at mathematics and you learn from him. You don't have to go to a teacher, you can go to a friend. So, like, just proof, introduce it. Proof is king. You get the point. Then, how do we deal with the problem of not having proof? I learned this before hearing from Alex, but it's great to share it again. So, like, it's related to the notion of proof. And by the way, this could go alongside having proof, and it's about showing effort. Basically, what this means, Mr. Beast's video where when he counted to 1 million and 100,000, like the whole video was based on proof. And the good thing, when that happens, you can start to build momentum. You make videos based on proof. So, like, again, like my videos are like a mix between proof and effort. And like you can mix them both. So first, you could have proof, you just don't realize you have it. That's the first thing. It could be as simple as, maybe you started your software company and maybe it's still small, but like just share it. Like, I have this software called blah blah blah. Isaac, if you're watching this video, when I was doing like a call with, I was talking with like founder, his news was related to productivity, and so basically like I told him to like utilize the fact that he is building this software. He didn't realize it, or like he had the idea, but he just needed someone to confirm it to him. I was like, use the fact that you're building this software, like this company, like use it to, something like to utilize. I'm gonna continue in Notion. Like, this is crucial. Coming back to the notion of introducing effort, like another thing you can learn from Alex is that all knowledge is time compression. And think about it really. Instead of consuming hours and spending hours learning the thing, you can essentially consume someone else's content who actually went through it and distilled. So it's like again, this is me expanded. It's like curating. You don't have to just give away information. It's also about curating the right information, because like information is available out there. Why would people join my school community while they could go and consume some YouTube growth videos? Again, like that's not really what they want. Like they want to get leads, like clients through YouTube. But you get the point. Like they could go and consume content, but instead they join my community so that I help them. And another thing, next time you hear someone mentioning how much effort they've put into their video, know that that's on purpose. It's like we basically value people who have authority. Another example, like let's finish with this. At a point, Alex was like, since 2022, you guys know that in the beginning of the video after the intro, he would say, I'm the founder and CEO of acquisition.com and I have nothing to sell you. And like that was proof. But then I remember in an email, because like they have my email, like he sent this email and it was like about removing that slogan from his videos. You can remove it with the YouTube editor, it's normal. And he removed it from all the previous videos. But then like he's now introducing proof again in some shape or form. Like the whole video is based on proof. Let's see something, guys. Like from the beginning, his videos, like there's like it's all proof. What matters is introducing the proof. So let's see like a live example.
It's actually pretty easy to beat 99% of people because most people do the wrong stuff. And for me personally, I have a portfolio of companies at acquisition.com that does over $250 million per year. And I make these videos because I am really just shouting at my younger self of all the mistakes that I was making by working a lot on things that didn't move my business. The vast majority of growth.
You see, it was casual. It was proof. And as you see, like he related the video to himself. It was like based on proof. You don't have to say a slogan. Like you could just seamlessly integrate it. And so like they're now introducing proof. Like no way he doesn't. Another thing is systems. So does Alex script his videos? What are his videos like? What is the process behind the scenes? That costs him lots of money, like writing content. So he went to Vid Summit. Vid Summit, for context, is this event in, I think, Vegas, as I remember. Every year where like YouTubers from all around the world go, and like there are presentations on how to grow and stuff like that from experts. And so he was in that event, but like most of what he learned was irrelevant to him. It was like entertainment, guys. The biggest thing that had an impact they found was like a proof promise plan formula. And start the video in 15 seconds. Like, start the video immediately. And it's pretty self explanatory. The fact that you get where you came for faster than watching other videos, like, is a clear differentiator. A lot of people start their videos and the video hasn't started yet. Like, that's something that Alex Hormozi in the school community constantly repeated on the calls. Like, proof, promise, plan. You deliver the promise of the thumbnail and title. That's, some pretty normal stuff. And you introduce proof. Coming back to the authority part. Authority is really important. Then you tell them what the video is about, or even show them in a visual way. So this reduces uncertainty. As you see, guys, in this video, this is visual. You kind of see, like, he started the point number one and you see the other points. Forget about learning all the tiny hacks associated with like virality and growth, but like just like master the essentials. Here's what the video is about, like a plan. And so then the thumbnails and titles. They do A/B testing with YouTube's natural A/B testing tool. It's in the YouTube studios, and like they saw with different concepts, then they do variations of the same winning concept with a different concept, and they keep rotating that. That's from one of the guys who work with Alex. Kind of see this video is just like one thumbnail and there's no A/B testing. There's a problem with this A/B testing of YouTube that, we can make a whole video about that. It's not just about giving value in your content, it's about giving value per second. And this phrase is so profound. Like, these words, like value per second, like every second is so good to be true. So you may think that your videos are valuable, which might be true, but maybe they're not valuable enough. That is also profound because it's about the value per second ratio, and this definitely unlocks a different understanding. Think about it. People watch your videos to, compress time and experience, like to basically shortcut their way. So it's not just about giving them value. If they want value, they could go and consume whatever. But like, why some content does better than other content? Again, like, views are not the only metric. Like, this is for you guys, entrepreneurs, not just educators. And so people watch your videos to like compress time. Then like, it's not just about giving away free value. It's like, how do we make content? Another thing, like Alex like kind of separates content into three formats, which is like lists, steps, and stories. And it's pretty self-explanatory. List, steps to take. And what Alex's team found is interesting. Like, they found that people tune in when listening to old Alex Hormozi stories, because beginner entrepreneurs, you could relate back to Alex, and that's basically ability. And this is part of a larger thing. Look at the left and right and compare which one is better. Okay, another point is illustrating the point from different angles. Like, if we go here, like this is an example Alex gave, and let's draw it. And he said that was from the recordings. He was like, look at the left and look at the right. And it was something like that, like this. And on the left was like the points were like point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5. Like, point 1 was like illustrated from different angles, examples, stories, and stuff like that, to give the viewer a chance to comprehend what they're learning. But like this, you're on point 3 and they haven't, like, you explain things too quickly. It was also a good thing. Like, that was like part of the system of, different angles. And Alex does not script his videos unless the intros, and his team does some visuals stuff before the editing, like visualizing the script, something like that. And yeah, but for real, the way he treats YouTube is like treating it as a vehicle for your business, which is eye-opening. And he's not married to anything. Whatever type of content drives, him results, he will go there. Like, if this style of videos doesn't bring him applications to acquisition.com, then but another style does, then he will switch. Like, treating YouTube as a vehicle, which in my school community I help people do that. Like, these people want to, like, there are like obviously the personal branding thing, but like, it's basically treating YouTube as a vehicle, as a traffic vehicle. So It's free, first link in the description. Enjoy it.